Hi everyone, this is Mia. Today I filmed a little blog showing how I spent the holiday weekend preparing for my wedding. I hope you will enjoy following along until the end. We will start with making wax seals. I wrote a letter to each of my wedding guests, and I wanted to seal the envelopes with wax stamps. This is actually my first time trying it. I bought everything I needed at Celia, and I was surprised at how easy and affordable it was. Most of the items were only 100 yen. The stationery and envelopes came from Daiso and Celia, since I couldn't get enough of the same envelope design. I also picked up some fabric-like textured envelopes from Shein, which added a nice luxurious feel. Choosing the wax itself was fun. There were so many colors. I thought the classic brown looks the most elegant and calming. Each time I sealed an envelope, I could picture the wedding slowly coming together, and it was my heart quietly raced with excitement. I'm also planning to share more wedding prep videos and even wedding day itself, so I'd love it if you could watch those too. By the way, my lips get dry very easily, and after trying so many lip balms, this mentholatum multi-cream lip is my absolute favorite. It's almost gone now, and although it's a little impolite, I like to scoop out the last bit with my fingers so I can use it all up. Before I knew it, the whole day passed just making wax seals. Lately, I've been using ChatGPT to help plan weekly meal menus. It gives me shopping lists too, which makes grocery runs so much easier. The next day, I went to Marunouchi to shop for wedding prizes. First shop, Office and Universal Buly. My husband and I use their body oil, and the scent is just incredible. It instantly lifts my mood, and the packaging looks so stylish that it doubles as a home decor. It's a little pricey, which is why I think it makes such a nice gift. Something you wouldn't always buy for yourself, but would be thrilled to receive. I came here to pick out a thank you gift for my friend, who's making our welcome board out of stained glass. She's very fashionable, so I decided on a sleekly designed hand soap and lip balm with her initial engraved. It was fun choosing the leather case and color, and I loved how they add a personal message in such a beautiful font. Next, just a 3 minutes work away, I went to Molton Brown to buy hand soap as prizes for our bouquet toss alternative. At our wedding, instead of the traditional bouquet toss, both men and women, whether married or single, will take part in a toss ceremony. Whoever catches one will exchange it for a Molton Brown hand soap. The staff let me sample each scent, which made choosing much easier. Finally, back home, it was time to cook. Using fresh vegetables, I prepared simple recipes that nourish both body and mind. Even while busy with wedding prep, these small moments in the kitchen really helps me feel grounded. For our health, we don't mind paying a little more for nutritious foods. There are always bananas and tomatoes in our fridge. And this summer, I bought kiwis often for my skin. Since my husband loves apples, we always have those too. Instead of sweets, we prefer to treat ourselves with fruit like peaches and mangoes, which brought us a lot of joy this summer. Recently, I've been into bok choy. I just wash and chop it, then mix it with chicken broth, seasoning, flaxseed oil, and shredded Korean seaweed. Since flaxseed oil is rich in omega-3s and good for reducing visible fat, I try to include it often. It's so delicious that even a big bite disappears in one meal between the two of us. Leafy greens can wilt quickly if my husband isn't home to help finish them, so I'll use it in miso soup instead of wasting them. When they are still fresh, I prefer to eat them raw in salads. Cucumber is another staple for us, especially since I love vinegar dishes. Half the cucumber goes into the simple picked salad, and the other half into the spicy Korean-style dish with sesame oil, gochujang, and sesame seeds. For carrots, I make two different salads. One is finely shredded with soy sauce, mayonnaise, sesame dressing, and chicken broth, and addictive carrot salad. The other is simple slices dressed with balsamic vinegar, salt, and pepper. We try to have 2 or 3 side dishes with every meal, and these small, colorful plates make our table feel full of variety. Today was the long-awaited day to watch the World Athletics Championships. I came with my family to see the final stage of my favorite athlete, Duplantis. Back in elementary and junior high school, I was part of the track and field club, so I've always watched the World Championships and the Olympics with excitement in front of the TV. But this year, since it was held in Tokyo for the first time in 34 years, I knew I had to be there in person. I first discovered Duplantis during the Tokyo Olympics, and I've been a fan ever since, even following his fiancée, Desiree, on Instagram. It was certain he would make it through the preliminaries, so I purposely bought a ticket for the final. Seeing in person the athletes I had always watched only on screen was overwhelming. The energy of the live competition was beyond anything I imagined. Duplantis stood out with his incredible performance. What thrilled me most was the chance to witness a new world record. Just last month, he set a world record at 6.29 meters, and there was talk that he might attempt 6.30 at this event. The first and second tries ended in failure, and many thought it might not happen. But on his third attempt, his body rose into the air and cleared the pole. The stadium erupted in tears, and I was moved to tears in a wave of emotion and excitement. The massive track, the roaring crowd, the fierce competition, everything felt new and unforgettable. I think I've truly fallen in love with the thrill of live sports. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again in the next one.